Hey guys, it's a beautiful day in New York City today. I'm here at Central Park in one of my favorite spots. I'm just laying out studying, and I just thought I'd share. This is probably one of the best spots to sit in all of New York City. I hope you guys don't mind. My favorite busker, this guy playing the accordion, he plays the perfect background music. It's not too distracting. It's just so perfect and relaxing to sit around here. It really is a perfect day, and we have a friend with us. Hey guy. Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's get down to it. So I found many of us understand that the book of Jude is about the fallen angels that we read of in Enoch, as the book of Jude says. You know, the book of Jude quotes the book of Enoch. So clearly the apostles and those who walked with Yeshua considered the book of Enoch as scripture, as we could see in the book of Jude. And there's also a connection to 2 Peter chapter 2. This is very common knowledge, generally speaking, to those reading the extra biblical text. But there's things about these fallen angels, about Satan. Maybe I could get a little more comfortable here. That's not going to work. Excuse me. I'm sorry. How many of you have gotten puzzled over Jude verse 12? These are spots in your feast. These are spots in your feast of love when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. Well, that's how the enemy is. Clouds they are without water, carried about of winds, trees whose fruit withers, without fruit. This we understand through the Bible, twice dead, plucked up by the roots. Here we go. Raging waves of the sea, foaming out their shame. Wandering stars, to whom is reserved the blackness of darkness forever. This stuff is riddles. A lot of it we can figure out, but it still remains riddles. Check this out, guys. Clouds, they are without water. Now, the book of Enoch tells us that there is some type of satanic wisdom in the clouds. And that's all we know, is that one of the fallen angels taught humanity the secrets of the clouds. And it's very interesting that Satan's manifestations in the clouds is revealed in the book of Jude. We really don't know much about this other than that. Carried about of winds, trees whose fruit withers, without fruit, twice dead, plucked up by the roots. Most of us can understand the biblical connotations of that. But here's another mystery. Raging waves of the sea, foaming out their own shame. And many may or may not know that a big part of the satanic kingdom is actually inside the ocean in another dimension. The first book of Adam and Eve clearly talks about this. We see it in our Bibles. Our Bibles do speak of the people that live in the ocean. My testimony in 2013, when I was taken to the psych ward and it was all a CIA op, and they got a hold of me and telling me about the aliens and all that kind of stuff. You know, anyone familiar with my Mayan calendar testimony? What I did know is that these quote-unquote aliens, not that anybody understood that we live on a flat earth model and outer space doesn't necessarily exist as the way we perceive it, but that's a different story. They were just being used. But my point is, I was told, oh no, these aliens use time travel and they live in the Pacific Ocean in another dimension. That was understood to me to be known by the people who were just being used by the CIA. Because, you know, in the intelligence agencies, anyone in the front lines actually doing the dirty work is always being used. The people who know the real stuff is just in the background orchestrating stuff, you know? So, anyway, so it's very interesting, if those who could receive that, we read in the book of Jude, these fallen angels are like raging waves of the sea, foaming out their shame. What could that possibly mean? We actually see a shade of this in Hosea 10, verse 7. So we could somehow begin to reveal this mystery Hosea 10 talks about Yahuwah's judgment on the wicked. And, you know, the wicked, all their pride is in this witchcraft, interdimensionality, and all the stuff we're not necessarily aware of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But here we go in Hosea 10:7. As for Samaria, right, mixing good with bad, that's Samaria, her king is cut off as the foam upon the water. And that's a clear connection to what we read of in the book of Jude. We don't know the answers to this stuff, but it's just unveiling some of the secrets of their witchcraft and hierarchy in the satanic kingdom from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Very interesting cross-reference I just wanted to share with you guys. So that's about it. I don't know. I don't have the answers, but I just thought I'd share that. Okay, guys. I pray this is a blessing and edification and a sharpening. Yahuwah bless you. I hope you're all having a good day.